You don't remember your third birthday. You don't remember learning to walk. You don't remember the first time you said mom. You don't remember the day your parents brought your sibling home, even if you were standing right there. Somewhere between the ages of 2 and 4, an entire version of you disappears. Not slowly, not gradually, almost completely, like it was never recorded at all. And here's the strange part. You weren't unconscious. You weren't asleep. You were awake, forming thoughts, learning language, reacting to the world around you every single day, for years. So where did all of it go? Some people say it's just because you were too young to understand. But that doesn't hold up. 2-year-olds understand plenty. They form opinions. They remember where toys are hidden. They recognize faces months later. They're not empty. They're recording. So if the recording is happening, where's the tape? For decades, scientists assumed this gap was simply a flaw, an unfinished brain, still under construction, incapable of holding on to anything long-term, a kind of biological glitch every human happens to share. But newer research tells a very different story, and it starts in a part of your brain most people have never heard of, buried deep in the temporal lobe, shaped almost exactly like its name, the hippocampus. This is the structure responsible for turning short-term experience into long-term memory. It's the filing system, the librarian, the one deciding what gets kept and what gets erased. Here's the twist. In early childhood, this structure isn't just small. It's under construction, and construction here means something very specific. It's constantly making brand new neurons. This process is called neurogenesis, and in adults, it happens at a slow, steady trickle. But in a toddler's brain, it's happening at an explosive rate, thousands of new neurons being generated every single day. New neurons sound like a good thing. More brain power, right? Except memory doesn't just need storage space, it needs stability. And new neurons don't come pre-wired into old memory networks. They elbow their way in. Picture a library where new bookshelves keep getting bolted onto every wall every single day. And every time one goes up, it knocks a few of the old books off the shelf entirely. That's roughly what's happening inside a toddler's hippocampus. The constant flood of new neurons is quite literally overwriting the connections holding old memories in place. You weren't failing to store memories. Your brain was storing them and then aggressively demolishing the very structure it used to store them in to make room for more. This is where it gets even stranger. Some researchers believe this isn't a bug at all. It might be one of the most important trade-offs your brain ever makes. Because a toddler's brain isn't optimized for remembering. It's optimized for learning, absorbing language at a rate no adult brain can match, rewiring itself based on every new face, every new sound, every new danger. Stability would get in the way of that. An adult brain protects its memories because it already has a foundation built. A toddler's brain is still pouring concrete, and you can't protect a foundation while it's still being poured. So the very mechanism that erases your first 3 years is the same mechanism responsible for how fast you learn to walk, talk, and understand an entire language before you turned 4. You didn't lose those years. You spent them. They were the raw material your brain converted into everything it needed to become an adult who could think, reason, and eventually remember. The forgetting wasn't a failure. It was the price of construction.